This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. We're here at the Clyde Weigh-In. Delighted to join him the first time ever in person with Kevin Cronin. How are you, Kevin? I guess we're just probably about half an hour away from weighing in, and I guess it's a relief, obviously, after a long training camp. But great to see you in Belfast.
Yeah, nice to finally see you as well in person. Yeah, I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's good to be in Belfast. The day has finally come, so we've been excited for this for a long time now. So just to get the weigh-ins out of the way now, yeah, and buzzing to get going then.
I know we've obviously been keeping you in relative peace for the last couple of weeks, but obviously I've been giving you the jives, obviously, about making weight and everything else. Keeps you going, I guess, through camp. But is this like sort of Christmas Eve for you now? It's a sort of all the build-up's done. You just need to wait for the guy in the red suit to come and give you this belt tomorrow night.
Yeah. It's kind of what it's like, alright, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I feel like, and look, I'm not too excited now, but I know once I hit the scales and make that weight, and we know we're good in weight anyway, but once we make that weight and it's official and get food back into us, yeah, it'll be like a child on Christmas Day. Can't wait, yeah, and all going to plan tomorrow night, finally, long time coming, become the Celtic champion, so I'm buzzing for it.
And it's obviously your first fight, obviously, in Ireland in quite a while. Obviously, I guess for a lot of people, they've sort of been waiting for this moment. You're bringing it obviously a big crowd up from obviously Kerry as well. Like, is there going to be anybody left in Kerry to serve the pints tomorrow night in the bar?
There'll be a few tomorrow because there's a lot of them going to a local bar to watch it. But yeah, look, fair play to them, a good crew coming up. The first fight in Ireland since 2019, I think. Started 2019, yeah, so 4 years since I fought in Ireland. But can't wait to get back out here now, and hopefully, look, I'll go into plan. There'll be more in Ireland in the future, but look, just get tomorrow night out of the way now first.
Does tomorrow night, I guess, obviously winning the title, does that sort of make up for the heartbreak obviously you've had over the last couple of years, obviously with Boxing Ireland folding, obviously injuries and obviously fights pulled off? Is this obviously this temperament and staying grounded and everything else, is this what tomorrow night makes it all worthwhile, what the last few years have been for you?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say the word make up for it. It's boxing. These things happen. We know it's the sport we're in. We know that the risks involved in it. But yeah, look, it's definitely a huge moment in my career if I can get my hands in this title, and opens big doors as well. We've seen what happened to the likes of Patrick McCrory when he won it, and the links he went to after that. So yeah, definitely biggest night in my career, biggest night in my boxing career in whole. So yeah, it's obviously fueling the fire that bit more. But again, I need a fuel body after the weigh-ins, and then that'll help a lot more, just get the excitement up then. Obviously
there's been no trash talk obviously about up with you and Jamie. Obviously you can see how much he's both want to win. What do you think obviously will play the factor in the fight? Obviously your tactics and everything else you built up, does that just keep everything strong throughout the fight, or will it just be a case of he's obviously sparred previously as well, so he's know how to judge each other up, but what do you think obviously it means for you tomorrow night? Obviously what makes you think you're going to be the winner tomorrow night?
Look, I'm just confident in myself. We put in a good camp. We've a good game plan in place. Look, I'm professional. I'm not going to go into what happened in spars and all that. But look, you got to stay professional. Stick to what my coach Johnny has put in place, and no doubt it'll come to fruition at the end of the night. But we got to execute it 100%. That's the only way we're going to take the win, because Jamie's a good lad and he's dangerous. He's there to win. So, but yeah, 100%. If I'm 100% in that ring tomorrow night, which I know I will be, then yeah, we'll be successful.
When does obviously the button switch? Because obviously, for both of you and Jamie, I got on the very best. Both of you are both very nice guys. When does the switch turn for you? Is it just moments before you go into the ring, you just become an animal because you're so likeable and everything else? When does that switch change for you? You know that it's wartime and you obviously have to put a game face on.
Yeah, I think the weigh-ins really, it's kind of, you get that feel for it, that you're going into war. But I suppose the switch flicks when you're in the dressing room warming up and you hear the crowd outside shouting, and you can, you hear other people hitting the mitts and whatnot near you. So that's when it all kicks in, and then you just go into your own little world in, and it's a different Kevin Cronin. Then that's when the Kingdom Warrior comes out.
Is this where we'll probably see the best of you? Obviously, I know with fights put off and everything else, and gaps between fights, is this the fight that you want to obviously showcase exactly what you're about tomorrow night?
100%. Look, we've obviously had a few fights, 50-50 fights that have fell through and all that. Look, we know the better opponent you put in front of me, the better you're going to get out of me. It's hard to get good performances out of someone when the person in front of you isn't there to perform. But yeah, definitely you're going to get the best of me tomorrow night, and you just have to wait and see.
And finally, I was only touching, obviously, everybody making the trip up from Kerry. You've obviously drove after 6 this morning to get up here. Obviously, everybody's coming a long way to obviously support you. I'm sure that crowd is always going to get behind you tomorrow night and cheer you on the victory.
Yeah, 100%. That's going to make a big difference too going into the championship rounds. So, yeah, fair play to them all for making the trip. There's a big crowd coming up from Kerry. Can't wait to see them all there.
And have you any predictions? Obviously, just a Kevin Cronin win, or are you going for a spectacular knockout?
Any means necessary. Any means necessary. A win, that's all.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Kevin. Obviously, enjoy the weigh-ins. We'll obviously see you in action tomorrow night, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you afterwards.
Thanks very much.